Guys, welcome back to the Fitness by Faith podcast. I'm your host, Douglas, and I'm the owner and founder of 413 Barbell Club, a community for faith-based fitness. I help busy people get results without sacrificing God's purpose for your life, because that's what it's all about. To me, a lot of people are hungry to sacrifice. There's a time and place for that, depending on your goal, but for most of us, fitness is a lifestyle hobby, and fitness should add to your life, not take away from it. So that's what I'm all about. And today I did want to talk about the primary thing I do, and that's online fitness training. There's so much misconception and misunderstanding about online fitness training, and I'm not doing this to try to sell you to online fitness training. I'm simply doing this to try to inform you, because doing this podcast to help you understand what online fitness training is and maybe destroy some of your misconceptions, because they're out there. For example, there was a girl. This made national news. She was selling templates, and they were expensive. And this dad, and having two girls, I was a big fan of this. I was just like sitting back eating my popcorn, watching this on YouTube. This dad found her at like a fitness expo and said, "Yo, what's up? You sold my daughter this plan. You've never talked to her. It's a template. I want my money back for her." And she's like, "Excuse me, sir." And it was this whole big scene. Anyway, thankfully that video went viral. She got quote unquote exposed. And while I'm glad that happened, I'm also like, obviously wish she would have never done that, because that gives people like me a bad name. So let's just scoot back and say, okay, so what is online fitness training? What's it supposed to be? I think most people think it's me sending you a program and some nutrition information. Let me tell you why it's not that. You can go on Google right now and search for 10-week bulk plan, 10-week bulking meal plan, clean mass, or 10-week cut. I want to look like, whoever. I want to look like Steve Cook. What's it called? Medium man on camp? No, just kidding. Steve Cook, big man on campus. And you can find a plan for free or for dirt cheap. But let me tell you why that's not going to help you. If you don't invest in the program, first of all, and that's maybe uncomfortable for me to tell people as the coach, as the one that collects money, but I do this sometimes myself. I'll reach out to someone and be like, "Look, yeah, I'm a coach, but I just want to go on autopilot. Tell me what to do." And I pay someone for a plan or for coaching. If you don't invest, you're probably not going to stick with it, and you're not going to develop these lifetime habits. But the second big thing that people don't know about online fitness training is the accountability they get. People, I'll drop the price and they're like, and I don't do that on the website, because you shouldn't shop for a coach based on price. You should shop for a coach based on who's the right fit for you. Like if I say something, like what I said about, fitness should add to your life, not take away from it. Like, boom, oh yeah, he gets it. I like that. That's a reason to work with me. Not like, he's $50 cheaper than that IFBB Pro, so yeah, man, I'm gonna go with Doug. That might be a terrible reason to work with me, So you get accountability from me. And that's a big part of what you pay for, because a lot of times I'm messaging people daily. Every week I get a form out to you. You fill out that form, get it back to me. And when I get it back from you, I send you even a check-in video. Say, "Good job, so-and-so. Let's talk about your wins. Let's talk about your challenges you had this week. Let's talk about your goals." And then some basic housekeeping. And, that's something that's unique. And I want to say this. I started as a personal trainer. I started personal training at Evolution Sports Gym. And that was a pretty good experience. But let me tell you the good and bad about personal training. The good, you get someone right over you. If it's 4 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you meet that personal trainer then, they're holding you accountable by you being there. But what if you're already hooked to the gym? You're already in love with the iron game. You can't wait to get to the gym. You don't need someone standing over you. And a matter of fact, that's probably your time at the gym, and you look forward to your time, and you don't want to spend it with someone else, at least not all the time. And when that trainer's done training you, they're going to turn around and train someone else. They may or may not have the time to keep you accountable when you're not at the gym. Because personal trainers work long days. They're hustling with their clients, and when they don't have a client, they're on the floor trying to get more clients. Because even though they charge an outrageous amount, people pay $800 to $1,000 a month for personal training. I'm in a personal training group or two on Facebook, and a girl got on there talking about complaining about personal training. It's just so expensive. I'm paying $800 a month, and they're like, "Girl, $800 a month's not a bad price. It's kind of a deal." And that's just the going rate in the market. And when I started personal training, I'm not proud of the fact that I knew it was expensive, and I was undercutting what the commercial gyms charge. So I was charging $20 a session, and that was dirt cheap. I regret that. I should have valued my time more, but it did get me some clients who otherwise wouldn't have been able to afford it. And it was a good experience for them and me both. Kind of helped me earn my stripes, but now I just don't do it. I feel bad about charging people for personal training. Online training to me is just such a better value. And unless you need that accountability, someone there actually physically with you, online training is the way to go. So in 2016, when I was doing my first contest prep and I was going through this transformation, and people were at the gym seeing my body change, seeing me get leaner. So during my contest prep, I had a guy come to me and he said, "Your price is what now?" "Oh gosh, I can't afford that." I said, "Listen," he was a college student. I said, "I'll help you out. Train with me once a month. I'm going to charge you for 2 sessions. The price of one session will cover our session together. The price of the second session will cover your programming and nutrition for the rest of the month. Email me or text me when you need me." I gave him an Excel sheet that had 1 page of training, 1 page of nutrition. And there was very little accountability. It was like they texted me when they needed me, but I didn't really text them much. Just because I'd never thought of new ways of doing things. And it went pretty good. And there for a few years, I kept between like 2 to 7 or 8 clients at a time, pretty much constantly. It was okay. And in 2020, I had gotten word that I was going to be interviewed by our local news station. And I was like, man, I want a good, slick website. And I want to set myself up to where I can be able to help more people if I want to. So I'd seen some people sell custom plans. That's where you don't get any accountability. I just design a plan specifically for you. You pay for the plan, but there's no messaging, there's no emails. I maybe message them just to be courteous once or twice, but no accountability. You're your own coach, and I'm telling you how to be your own coach. And to me, that was a good idea as a way to help more people. But what I learned, and I began charging $45 for this custom plan. People, once again, if you don't invest, you're not going to follow the plan. And for $45, I kind of figured out it was cheap enough to get people to buy the plans, but it wasn't enough for people to really buy into the program. If you only paid $45 and after a couple of weeks, it's like, I only paid $45. I don't really feel like going to the gym today. There's no accountability. And so, over the summer, I know I upped my price to $65 for the plan, and results actually got better. So don't think, I'll defend online coaching and online coaches everywhere. Don't think like, oh, they're just trying to rip people off. They're trying to make money. The truth is, we know this fact. If you don't invest, you're not going to follow through. It's just a simple fact about human behavior. And that goes for myself. And so this fall, I eventually dropped the custom plans because I said, I went back. It's not about working with a lot of people. It's about working with the right people and having a quality experience for both the coach and the client and the athlete. So, I did do the news interview last spring, and it did give me some more business for custom plans, and I had some people get some results from the plans, but ultimately, you live and you learn. I'm back to only doing online coaching now, online fitness training, and the process when people want to work with me, I have them fill out an application, and then we do a free phone consultation, which I used to didn't do. The reason I do the phone consultation is hearing people's voice. You learn so much about their situation. You learn so much about their desire. How much are they really wanting to change? And that lets me know how much I need to coach them. And I ask a lot of questions. A lot of people are probably thinking, why in the heck is he asking that question? But trust me, as a coach, it tells me so much about you and how I'm going to need to coach you. And it's been a learning experience for me, and I've come a long way over the past 4 years. But, in 2021, I can honestly say you're getting a world-class experience when you do online training with me. I've never given the same program to anyone twice. There's only so many ways to split up volume. There's full body, upper, lower, push-pull legs, splits, different ways to do splits. Maybe you've had the same split or an upper lower, but like someone else, but the volume, the sets, reps, the exercise selection, it's all totally customized for you and what you tell me in the consultation. And the nutrition is customized for you and your preferences, what you like, and it's designed to set you up for a lifetime of healthy habits. And then the accountability, when I sense that I need to light a fire, I will light a fire. When I sense you need encouragement, I'll encourage you. This all happens through my training app. And when I record the check-in video, I copy and paste it to the training app and send it to you. It's like a central hub. And when you pay for online training, you're paying for access to the app. You're paying for just the whole experience. And you're not just getting a coaching experience. You're paying for the transformation. You're paying for the transformation. And it's not just a before and after, boom, then you're going to gain it all back. What I do is I try to coach you in a way that's going to produce longevity. I want you to change. Not just like, oh man, I lost a lot of fat really fast. He worked me hard. Now I'm craving food like crazy and you rebound. Like, I do things in a way that should allow you to maintain these habits. And the feedback I get from people is usually that's the case. One last thing I wanted to talk about. So, if online fitness training is so great, and Doug, you're such a good coach or whatever, why don't you do it full time? Okay. That's a fair question. Here's my thoughts on this. And this is something my wife told me, and I never thought of it this way, but if you look on Instagram, most of the online fitness coaches are bodybuilders, YouTubers, famous YouTubers, and people like that. And you look at them for inspiration. You're not going to get coached by someone who doesn't inspire you, you know? Think about that. And I can say the people I've reached out to for coaching before, which is 3 different individuals, each one of them had something I looked up to and I admired and inspired me. And if I'm a source for inspiration to someone, I want to be a real life source of inspiration. And these fitness coaches, they're like, oh yeah, I woke up at 8 a.m., woke up early for fasted cardio this morning. Now I'm going to go cook in the kitchen for 30 minutes and take 30 minutes to eat. Then I'm going to post a video. Then I'm going to head to the gym, come back, eat lunch. You watch them, you're like, when do you work? That is their job, to be a fitness influencer. And that's awesome. I would love to try that sometime. But as a teacher, you're getting, with me, someone who works full time. And teaching is not just a 7:30 to 3 job. I mean, there's things you have to do outside of the school hours, you know, planning, grading papers and stuff like that. And if I'm able to hit my fitness goals with an actual full-time job, quote unquote normal full-time job, plus most of all, what I'm most proud about is having a family, having 2 daughters, and doing things in a way that doesn't take away from life with them. Going back to what I said at the beginning, fitness should add to your life. You know, that's something I've learned to be proud of. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to be confident and tell you, when I give you a program, I'm truly looking at your life and saying, what can you manage? What can you handle? What's realistic for you? And I hold you to that. You know, when you work with a 22-year-old YouTuber, he doesn't know what it's like to wake up 10 times in the night because the baby isn't sleeping. He doesn't even know what it's like to work a normal full-time job, likely. Or if he did, it's been years since he's done it, you know, or her. So that's why I'm a part-time coach. It's why it's my side hustle. And for the foreseeable future, it's going to stay that way. So online fitness training, guys, to me, it's the future. It's the way to get guidance and the way to get a transformation, because you get to do it on your time, on your terms. It's hands off. At best of all, it's a fraction of the price of in-person training. A fraction of the price. Trust me. It's an investment, but we invested so many things. People pay, $250 a month, I believe it is, on average on fast food and eating out. If you can do that, then if you're the average person, then you can absolutely afford online fitness training. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening to the podcast and all the good reviews and 5-star ratings. Do me a favor on Apple and leave me a 5-star rating and a review. Or if you're on Spotify, make sure you subscribe to me. I'll be posting the Bodybuilding 101 podcast next time. I look forward to chatting, and we'll talk to you then.